Hey, Danny Ray with Pinnacle Quote Life Insurance Specialists. It's November 2nd, and I want to talk to you today and pretty much go over what we spoke about yesterday, okay, in more detail. Life insurance rates by age and how they vary. Okay, and again, a lot of people don't understand this. So I really want to focus on this video on in your 30s. Remember, when you're in your 30s, you pretty much reached adulthood, right? The old saying, when you're 20s you earn, your 20s you learn, and your 30s you earn, right? That's the old saying. So when you're in your 20s, you're trying to figure things out, get your career together, you might get married. But when you're in your 30s, you're pretty much in adulthood. You have kids, you got mortgages. You got a set career that you're going to be at for the next 10 or 15, 20 years. Okay, so you pretty much visualize your next 20 years. So it's very important to have life insurance in this time because again, you have very young children, and again you're a lot more financially stable than you were in your 20s. Now obviously having a family, it's extremely important to make sure that you have some sort of protection in place, especially in your 30s. Okay, the last video went over prices. I'll reiterate a little bit on the prices today, but it's very, very important to make sure that you buy right, and you don't have to do this every 10 years when it's more money. Okay, and again, life insurance will give you peace of mind. Okay, to make sure that your family is protected in the event that you don't come home one day. Remember, look at your local newspaper, go online. There are obituary columns of people just like you and me that woke up yesterday morning and just didn't come home. Okay, it just happens. Now again, life insurance is a very important investment for your family. You don't want to leave your loved ones out in the cold without a jacket on, God forbid, if you didn't come home, to taking care of debts, mortgages, final expenses. Remember, some people out there don't have $10,000-$15,000 earmarked for somebody else's funeral in a savings account. It just doesn't happen. Very, very, very rarely do people have insurance for themselves if they die young. Okay, so on top of this, you may want to replace that income by getting a term life insurance policy because again, you die, your paycheck dies with you. Okay, and you got to make sure that you're with the best in life insurance companies, which here at Pinnacle Quote, that's exactly what we do for you. Okay, so let's focus on what life insurance rates we'll look at in your 30s. Now again, last video, it's between the ages of 25 and 35. Those are where the most cost-effective rates are. Okay, statistically, if you get life insurance in your 30s, it's a very rarity. It's an absolute rarity that you're going to die anytime in the next 20 or 30 years. Statistics tell them that. All right, so what you want to consider is, again, how much life insurance you do need. And then, again, I'm a big believer in multiples of income. Okay, I like to keep it real simple. Okay, if you're in your 30s, you probably want to do a 30-year term, 20 or a 30-year term, no doubt about it. You want to make sure that you knock off two birds with one stone. One being, make sure your kids are completely out of the house, and also that you're sliding into retirement, okay, when your mortgage is usually paid down and not many people are financially dependent on you, okay, except maybe a spouse, okay? So a general rule is when you do get life insurance, that you should be getting 10 times your annual salary. That's rule of thumb. Now, if you have children that are 1 to 2 years old and you're in your early 30s, I would say you probably need 20 times your income. Okay, if you're 10, if your kids are 8 to 10 years old, all right, maybe 10 to 15 times your income. Usually between ages 10 or 12 and 15, you maybe want to get 10 times your income. Okay, it's very, very important. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give you an example of $250,000 policies on a 30-year term price. Okay, with a term policy fully underwritten, and perhaps maybe a non-medical exam policy, no exam policy. All right, for $250,000 on a male in their 30s, typically $19 a month is usually the price for $250,000 on a 30-year level term. Okay, for women in their 30s, it's about $16. Now, if you do a $250,000 30-year term, no medical exam, prices may increase. The average price on a non-exam is about a double. Okay, close to a double. All right, so as you can see, no medical exam policy is considered more expensive. Now, with that being said, the market has changed a lot. Okay, so no exam med, if you're healthy under the age of 35, the rates are very competitive, very, very competitive. In some cases, okay, they may even be better priced than a fully underwritten policy. Okay, so the difference in rates between men and women obviously vary because of the fact that women outlive us males almost by 5 years. Statistically, us guys' expiration date is 77. For women, it's 81. So they actually live about 4.5 to 5 years longer than we do. Okay, so $250,000 may not be close enough to be full, to be the full amount of coverage that you do need. Okay, however, it gives you a great general idea of the aspects in terms of rates. Okay, again, normally, again, you want to take at least 10 times your income if your kids are over the age of 5, at bare minimal. Okay, now, bottom line is, how can you get cheap insurance in your 30s? Okay, most cost-effective life insurance is term life insurance. Okay, term life insurance is geared strictly and fully for people like us that are in between ages 25 and 65, your income years. Okay, where if you die, somebody financially depending on you. All right, so if you die, your paycheck dies with you. So they're financially, down the creek with no paddle, so to say. Okay, so life insurance does protect that. All right, and it's extremely important to compare life insurance companies. Okay, here at Pinnacle Quote, that's what we do. Okay, licensed in 49 states, relationships with over 50 carriers. Okay, our go-to carriers is about a dozen and a half that we strictly go to. Okay, but again, if we need to go outside those parameters, okay, these are AA+ rated carriers with AM Best. Okay, so again, we will make sure that you are with the best price, with the best carrier, based on your profile and your needs. Okay, a couple of quick points. Again, in your 30s, just to recap, you want to be looking at a 30-year term. What I try and do for people in the 30s is to make sure that, again, you knock off 2 birds at 1 stone. You get your kids out of your house, okay, where they're not financially dependent on you, and you slide into retirement. Okay, so when you're in your 30s, you probably want to try to look at a 20 to 30-year term, okay, because the pricing is so good still. All right, in my last video, I told you the price difference between ages of 25, 35, 45, 55, and 65. It's absolutely ridiculous, especially once you hit in the mid-40s and then above that. Okay, so how do you get good rates? Remember, I can't say it enough. Exercise often, move around, eat healthy. Okay, take measures. Keep an eye on your blood pressure. Okay, blood pressure is a silent killer. A lot of people walk around, they don't even know it. Okay, see your doctor once a year. It's important. Okay, just even a basic physical, just to give you some sort of a roadmap. Okay, quit unhealthy habits. If you smoke cigarettes, I cannot tell you enough. Okay, again, I almost in every video I tell you, smoking, let it go. If you smoke cigarettes and you're 35 and you have no plans of quitting and you need life insurance, you're throwing away $130,000 over 30 years. That's just a fact. It's more than that. Okay, factor in inflation, you're probably close to a quarter. Okay, so that's really a no-brainer. So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, 855-380-3300. Also visit us on the web at pinnaclequote.com. Okay, where you can get an instant quote right online. That information comes right back to me. We can set up a time to speak. Again, no pressure. I won't try to sell you. It's life insurance. I'm going to provide you with the best options available, and you make the choice. Okay, no pressure. All right, and you can also go ahead and schedule a phone call on the website as well. All right, so again, it's Danny Ray with Pinnacle Quote, 855-380-3300. Again, you can reach us at the web at pinnaclequote.com. All right, I wish you guys the best and make it a great day.